everyone, my name is Shiva and today we are going to talk about another very interesting problem on LeetCode, which is insert, delete, get random in O1. Now according to this problem, we need to perform three different operations, which is insert a given number into a given set of numbers, delete a number from a given set of numbers, and to find a get random number out of those numbers. And the catch over here is that all these operations need to be performed within O1 time complexity. Now in these kind of problems wherein you need to design a new data structure, usually the expectation is that you need to create some kind of a combination of some existing data structures like linked list, arrays, maps, trees, etc., which are good enough to handle all these operations. So let's try to understand how we can solve this problem. So to start off with, I'm going to start with a very simple data structure like an array and try to perform all these operations one after the other, and then we'll try to iteratively improve our solution. So this is an array. The first operation over here is to insert 1. We can easily do that in O1 time. Now the next operation is insert 5 and then insert 3. Now the next operation that we are getting over here is get random. Now the expectation of this operation is to generate a random number from the current set of numbers that are already present in the array. And it should be such that there is an equitable probability of getting any of these numbers. Now all the languages that are present, they kind of support some way or the other to generate a random number. Like in Java we have a random class and you can do something like a random dot next int and then provide the range. Let's say currently we have 3 numbers, so we are going to provide 3 over here. So this is going to generate a random number between 0 and 2 with an equitable probability, and then let's say it generated a number 1. So what we are going to do is that we are going to access the element array of 1 and return it. So basically this is how we can get a random number from the current set of numbers with an equitable probability. But if we try to see over here, only thing that we require to get a random number is the current array plus a counter of the number of elements that we have currently in the array. So currently like we have 3, so I'm just going to maintain a counter over here. Count is equal to 3. Now the next operation over here is insert 7. So we can insert 7 easily over here and we are going to increase our counter to 4. Now insert 6. Counter increases to 5. Now the next operation again is get random. We are going to generate a random number, random dot next int 5, because we have count is 5 over here. So this is going to give a random number out of any of one of these numbers and we are going to return this. So the next operation over here is delete 5. So this is the first time we are encountering a delete operation. So let's see we can do it with O1 complexity or not. Now usually when you are asked to delete a number from an array, how we usually go about with is that we start from the left side, we try to find the number in the array. So since here it was delete 5, so we iterate across this array from the left side and we reach this point. Now once we have reached this point, what we do is that we, from all the numbers which are present to the right of it, we are going to shift all those numbers to the left by one element. That is 3 would be shifted to this index, 7 would be shifted to the second index, 6 would be shifted to the third index, and basically 5 gets kind of removed from the array automatically, and the counter gets reduced to 4 again because we have removed one of the numbers. So now if we try to understand how we did it, there were 2 steps. One is iterating across the entire array from the left hand side to find the number, and second was shifting all the elements by one index towards left. And both these operations are kind of taking O(n) time complexity, which is not allowed for us. So how we can try to improve this part is, so let's start with the second part, which is like how can we avoid shifting all these numbers by one element. So if we see our operations over here, insert, delete and get random, none of these operations are kind of dependent upon how they have been ordered in the current array. So instead of just shifting them by one place, what we can do is that we can kind of swap these two numbers. The first, the number that we need to delete and the last element in the array. So what we are going to do is that we are going to maintain a temporary number. We are going to do assign it to this. So this is simple way to just swap the two numbers. So basically now what will happen is that 6 would come here, 5 would go over here, and we are going to reduce our counter to 4 from 5. So basically this will automatically get removed. So the current array that we have now is basically 1, 6, 3, 7. So this is the current array that we have after this swapping operation. So this way swapping can be done in just O1 average time complexity, and we are able to remove 5 from our element set. But still, if we see over here, how do we iterate across the array and try to find the number is still within O and time complexity. So let's try to understand how we can reduce that. So now if we see over here, our problem is basically reduced to searching of an element out of a given set of elements in just O1 time complexity. So let's try to understand how we can do this and see what are the different type of data structures that are available with us. So basically we have three kind of data structures. One is the unordered data structures. This is like the one that we have been currently using, that is an unordered array. Now unordered data structure usually take O of n time complexity to search. Other one is the ordered data structure. Now this includes things where you are maintaining a sorted list of elements. Example of this is basically a binary search tree. These kind of data structure can perform searching in log of n time complexity. Now the third type of data structures that are available is basically hash table. Now hash table is capable enough to find the element in just O1 time complexity, and this is exactly what we were looking for. So hash table is implemented in different ways in different programming languages. In Java specifically, you can use a hash map. So let's try to see how we are going to map all these elements to their indexes. So as and when we go about these insert operations, we are going to insert them to hash map as well, apart from putting them into the array. So we are going to maintain a hash map. Since 1 is being inserted to the 0th index, we are going to map 1 to 0. Then 5 is being inserted at index 1, so we are going to map 5 to 1. Similarly, 3 is being mapped to 2, and 7 is being mapped to 3, and 6 is being mapped to 4. So we have this mapping now. Now when we need to perform a delete operation, we are going to access our hash map and try to see what is the value that is stored corresponding to 5, and this is going to give us the correct value in just O1 time complexity. So once we get this index of 5, what we can do is that we can go back to our array, try to perform a swap operation between this index and the count index. So basically we need to perform a swap operation between 1 and counter, basically counter minus 1. So we perform a swap operation like this, and we can solve all these operations within O1 time complexity. So now if we see over here, all the three operations, that is insert, get random and delete operations, can be performed in O1 time complexity by just using a counter, an array and a hash map. So now in order to develop a better understanding of the solution, let's try to reiterate across the different data structures that we used and the different operations that we performed. So the first thing that we used was basically a count number. Basically it's the counter of the number of elements that are present in our data structure. The next one being the values. Values is basically an unordered array that is holding all the values that are present in our data structure. The third one being an index mapping, which is basically a hash map from the values to their indexes in values array. So let's see how we perform all these operations. So first one being an insert. So for inserting an element into the data structure, what we do is that we append it to our values array. We add the index mapping, which is basically number to index, and then just increment the index because the number of elements in the data structure have increased. Now the next one being get random. For getting the random number, what we do is that we use this random number generator to get a number between 0 and count -1, which is basically equal to the number of elements present in the current data structure. And once we get an index, we are just going to return the value present at that index. Now the third and the most important operation, which was the delete operation, how we do is that we try to find the index corresponding to the number from the index mapping hash map. Then we try to swap the value for that index with the last element in the array, basically in the values array. Now what we do is that since we want to delete the last element that we have swapped, we are going to reduce our counter. And since the last element has been deleted, we can remove it safely from our index mapping hash map. So basically, if we see over here, this was the way we can perform all these operations in just O1 time complexity. So thank you for watching this video. The solution for this video can be found in the description link given below. Thanks for watching.